Hey friends, Eddie here from filmbuZZer. 28 years later, The Bone Temple opened theatrically on January 13th, 2026 in the United Kingdom and followed shortly after with a US release on January 16th, 2026. Internationally, the film carries the same title, and from the very first minutes it's clear this chapter isn't interested in repeating familiar beats. This is not a straightforward infected sprint sequel. The film deliberately slows things down and pushes the franchise into stranger, more unsettling territory. The story continues directly after the previous installment and splits its focus between several narrative threads that slowly begin to echo one another. One of the central arcs follows Spike, a teenager who ends up captured by a cult-like group living on the mainland. They erase personal identities, assign new names, and enforce rigid rituals that replace morality with obedience. Survival here isn't just about staying alive, it's about holding on to a sense of self in a world that no longer rewards individuality. Jack O'Connell plays the group's leader with chilling restraint. He isn't loud or cartoonishly cruel. Instead, he's calm, persuasive, and absolutely convinced he's right. That certainty makes him deeply unsettling because the film never presents him as someone who thinks he's evil. He believes he's building structure where chaos reigns, and that belief makes every decision he takes feel justified in his mind. The most compelling presence in the film is Ralph Fiennes as Dr. Ian Kelson. Living inside what he calls the Bone Temple, an ossuary built from the remains of the dead, Kelson represents grief turned into obsession. The temple isn't just a memorial, it's a laboratory, a confession, and a challenge to the audience. Kelson studies an alpha infected named Samson, searching not for a miracle cure but for proof that something human might still exist beneath decades of rage. The film never turns this idea into cheap sentimentality. It lets the discomfort sit, and that restraint gives the concept real power. Direction and visual language are confident and controlled. The pacing is slower than earlier entries with long stretches of silence and carefully composed imagery. The film often feels eerie rather than frantic. One standout sequence blends extreme violence, dark humor, and music in a way that's bold, uncomfortable, and unforgettable. Not every creative risk lands perfectly, but the commitment to a distinct tone is admirable. The performances are consistently strong, especially among the younger cast who convey fear, confusion, and suppressed anger without overplaying it. Returning characters are used sparingly and with purpose, reinforcing the larger narrative instead of distracting from it. In the end, I'd place The Bone Temple at around 3.5 out of 5. It doesn't fully stand on its own and clearly functions as a bridge to the next chapter, but it's ambitious, unsettling, and thematically rich. Less focused on spectacle, more invested in meaning, it understands that the real horror left in this world isn't the infected, it's what people choose to become. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our upcoming content. Share the video with your friends and feel free to drop us a comment. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.